Okay, recording, yes. Welcome back to another episode of Mass Discussion with the boys. We're here for a chat. Josh has eaten the same meal as it's actually the same meal as last week. Lovely stuff. We've all got hot drink because it's fucking freezing outside. How's everyone been? Has anyone frozen their bollocks off yet? The other morning it was fucking cold.
It was, wasn't it? I went outside. I do cardio early in the morning. I have to cross my field, obviously, to my gym.
Yeah.
And mate, there's frost on the grass and everything. I felt really hardcore. I felt like Dorian.
Wrenching through the snow to get to the gym, like.
I felt like Dorian. What were you doing? What were you wearing though? Were you wearing shorts?
Oh yeah, I just go over there in my pajamas.
Shorts, and did you wear the slippers?
Yeah, I don't know if Dorian quite did that. But...
No, I don't think so. Fucking hell, that's a story and a half. That's brilliant. No, so we're coming here today. We obviously didn't have any listener questions in. That's our mistake for not popping it up. However, we're just gonna have a chat, and I guess this is our version of what you consider bro chat. But we got a lot of shit to discuss. I mean, I can talk for days. I mean, I am currently patiently waiting for my bloods to come back. And I can tell you about the story about getting me blood test. Holy fuck. Right? So I don't know how you guys get bloods done, but do you guys go through a company, then go to a place to get it taken? Or do you have someone come to your house?
I'll generally go to Strom.
Okay, that's a good idea. That's what I should have done, but it was like
35 quid.
35 quid sounds a lot better than fucking what I paid. Well, plus it's a bit of a drive for me. It's about 3.5 hour drive, and considering the lockdown rules, which isn't really a lockdown, I just thought, you know what, we'll get it done. Dan, what about yourself?
I go Medichecks, then I go into a clinic, one of the local clinics, and get a nurse to do it.
Yeah, right. So it's like 30 quid in it. You pay 30 quid to get for the extra, for the clinic, plus you pay for the test. So I did exactly what Dan did, right? So I get there, and on the slip, they've got like, it's a different place, but the postcode's is the hospital. And I live like, the hospital's down that way, right? I could walk there, but I choose not to, obviously. So I fucking go down there, and he's like, nah, mate, it's moved, other side of town. Right? Pay for parking as well. It's like £3.50. I'm like, fucking hell. Anyway, so I was a bit miffed. I was a bit pissed off then. Anyway, by this time, right, we faffed around a little bit. I've got to the other side of town. And I'm bursting for a piss. You know, when like I'm not one of these guys who can hold a piss. I don't know about you guys, but as soon as you started bodybuilding and started drinking a lot of fluids, you're pissing all the time, right? I'm constantly turning out a piss. All right, it's brilliant when I'm at work because I don't have to do a lot. I can just piss all the time, and it's brilliant. However, at this point in time, it was shit. So I get to the place, and I'm like, right, Chanel's learning to drive. We'll go into that in a bit. She's driving. She drives and gets into the car park. I was going to park down this bit. It looks better. There's fucking no one there, so it was all right. Parked in that bit. Anyway, I walk up, and as I go around the corner, mate, there's a fucking queue, like lockdown Sainsbury's when they first started introducing like the queues and shit. This thing was longer than fucking a football pitch. I looked and I thought, fuck, like I almost turned around. I was like, you know what, I can wait for my blood test, can't I? But I'm like, I'm there, right? I'm there. I've got to see it through, but I'm bursting for a piss. It fucking took me an hour to queue up to get in. Meanwhile, I'm bursting for a piss, right? And like, the thing is, you know, it's like, oh, for fuck's sake. As soon as I get in there, the woman spots me, and I've got the Meditex blue slip, right? Dan, you'll know this. Fucking royalty. Oh, you get me here. You go sit on one of these chairs. What? All right, wicked. I'm like, can I go for a piss first? Anyway, there's a bloke having a shit in it, so I had to wait another fucking 5-10 minutes, and it stunk. And then one of the nurses came past. Right, she was like, just use the ladies. And I was like, imagine being a woman, right? If any ladies are listening to this now, imagine me getting out the toilet, and it was one of those single ones, you know what I mean? Me just walking out like, oh, sorry. Just like getting out. Fucking hell. Anyway, so I go in there, my number gets called straight away. I'm seen straight away, get it done. But it took like 2 hours to get my fucking bloods done. And I was just like, you know what? I should have just bit the bullet and paid 55 quid to get some fucking woman to come to my house. Do you know what I mean? I should have actually drove the 4 hours to fucking Strom, right? I should have.
No, but they wouldn't do it with the lockdown. I think like they're starting back from the 5th.
I don't even do that shit. Go there, "Oi, Rick, I'm gonna buy a couple of fucking just buy a load of supplements while I'm there." It'd have been sick. It's like a day out.
I do enjoy going into Strong, to be honest. I miss
How
it.
far away is it from you?
About 3 hours.
Oh, fucking hell. Well, it's not too far from that. That's different for me. But 35 quid when you get all the full blood panel done.
And you get,
Josh.
yes. Which
As,
Josh? Which Josh? Fuck. My head just went in.
If I say Ginger, that means Josh. Ginger.
Yeah,
Josh.
yeah.
Okay.
Josh, Strong, they have a gym, don't they?
Not a gym.
It's a gym that's not a gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a gym. Would there be a possibility if we spoke to what's his name? Rich.
Rick.
We spoke to Rich, and all three of us got a session at the not gym.
I could ask.
Yeah, he's always in my DMs. He's always like talking to me.
Yeah, ask him. Yeah, send him a message. Ask away. I don't see why not.
I mean, I don't see one. It's not a gym, so
Not
it's,
a gym.
Yeah. But no, 35 quid.
35 bucks. They also do venesection. They do oh my god.
They do a lot of shit. And I had to wait 2 hours.
If you go on the website, it's all on the website. You go on the website, you go over to the Hench project, and they've got it all there. £35 for bloods. They do all kinds of shit
35 quid.
Yep. And also Aaron, who is the nurse, the male nurse, who's a male hormone specialist. He gives you an analysis of your bloods once you get them done.
Fucking hell, it's not bad. The thing is, I waited 2 hours in a queue, right? And I was bursting for a piss. Like waiting in a queue, I was about an hour in a queue. Waiting in the queue is bad, right? You know what I mean? I can patiently wait.
I don't do queues at all.
It's worth it, like bloods. I'm thinking of my health. Yeah, like you need to make sure that we limit the collateral damage. Blah 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 blah. That bollocks, right? But I'm sitting there in a queue, and it's like, and I'm bursting for a piss. And when you get it in, like you get abdominal cramp because you're needing a piss. You know what I mean? When you feel it, like. It didn't. If I was there for another half an hour, I would have had to. And I'll tell this story on there, but it's embarrassing as fuck. One time, right? When you need a piss that bad, you have to hold your cock. You just squeeze it. You don't get that? Don't tell me I'm the only one who has to hold my dick sometimes when I'm needing a piss. I'm that bad. That I'm gonna explode. Anyway, I'm driving down the M6 and I'm coming back from Chester one time, right? From seeing Chanel when she lived in Chester. Anyway. Like there's a lot of the M6. You've been on the M6 before, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Right, there's fucking roadworks going on. Anyway, like there's all these services, and I'm like, it goes to 50 miles an hour, and I'm like, oh fuck. Like this service is now. I wait for a piss. Anyway, between this distance, like the piss went up from needing it about 6 to like 10,000. It fucking went through the roof. Anyway, I'm holding my dick and I'm driving with one hand, right? To the point where I've let go a little bit and a bit of piss has gone everywhere. So I've pissed myself a little bit. Anyway, I fucking got into the services, right? And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to change gear here, right? So anyway, I've let go of my dick a little bit, right? Let go a bit more piss has come out, so I'm holding it back. Anyway, I whip it round, right? Rip the handbrake up, whip it round the edge. So the car park's here, in front of your Starbucks, everything, all this shit. I've parked around the corner here, and I've literally opened my door, whipped my knob out while seated, and started pissing out the door because I needed it that bad. And it was so bad. I started pissing out the door. It was so bad.
If I need to piss that bad, I will literally just pull over anywhere and piss. I do not.
But the thing is, I couldn't move because I needed it that bad. Like, I was stiff as a board.
Like, if I need to go, I've got to fucking go. I'll go in your garden. I'll go in someone else's garden. I'll go behind a wall. I'll go on the side of the motorway.
Yes.
I'll go, fuck. If I got to piss, I got to piss. It doesn't bother me at all.
But the thing is, like, you drink a load of fluid, it really catches you out. Like, you can't do long journeys. Long journeys as a body, like, while bodybuilding and making sure you
can. You just got to strategize. You need a strategy from getting point A to B. You need to know where you can stop. You need to know you can stop, or just don't give a fuck and you stop anyway. Easy, bro.
Josh,
Yes.
what I was going to ask you is, when you use insulin, does it make you need to piss more frequently?
No. Not that I've noticed. I haven't noticed that.
When you're like around the period you're taking it that day or whatever, just have a little kind of think if you're going more regularly.
Okay.
Fucking hell.
I'll see. I'll let you know. I'll let you know. I mean, I know that diabetics do tend to urinate more frequently.
I think that's what it is.
So obviously insulin can have an effect on that, but I've never personally noticed that I piss more or when I do. But I'll see. I'll be very conscious of it next time round.
Don't give me insulin then.
I was noticing I need to go like almost like probably every 30 minutes. And I was wondering, what's going on? I haven't upped my water intake or anything. It was actually my girlfriend who said, well, you started using insulin. And I was like, what? And then I got told about diabetics needing to urinate more frequently.
Yeah, have you checked your blood sugars to check they're not like real high or something?
I should be checking my blood sugars, shouldn't I? To be fair, I need to.
I mean, I would just think if like the symptoms of like pre-diabetes symptoms, one of them is frequent urination, and obviously use of exogenous insulin could kind of have an aid towards becoming diabetic if you fuck your own insulin levels up. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I'll go check my fasted blood.
With the amount you're using, I wouldn't say it would, but
No.
then I would just be on the side of caution as opposed to just letting it go and not thinking about it. Do you know what I mean?
No, it wouldn't. I know it wouldn't. I think it's just it's giving me the symptoms of it just because I'm using insulin. But personally,
you're in a cutting phase as well at the moment, right?
Yeah, and it's kind of fast forwarded quite quick.
Both of you are, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
The thing is, you piss more when you're in a cutting phase.
Yeah.
Because your body flushes out liquids much more efficiently, and you don't hold on to as much water when you're in a cutting phase.
It's funny. When I'm dieting, I sweat in the night as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So your body tries to release any kind of water you're holding on to.
The thing is, what you got to think is if your glycogen levels are lower, then your body's not going to be able to hold on to as much water. So if your water intake remains the same, but the amount of carbs you're taking in drop, then technically you're not going to be able to hold on to as much of the fluid that you're taking in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, because the demand's not there to hold on to water, because obviously water's a transport, isn't it? Obviously for carbohydrates, along with sodium. Yeah, that's very true. I think, I mean, I'm just noticing I'm sweating.
I would say it's down to you dieting more than anything else.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, last night, mate, I had a fucking mare, right? So I had an off-plan meal last night. It was my girlfriend's birthday. So I was able to have an off-plan. I had an Indian. Well, I have, I say an Indian, I have dry tikka chicken and rice. And
bro, but you know what? You pull that photo up, and I thought to myself, fuck, I'd love an Indian right now.
Yeah. I saw something in the corner. It was either a naan bread or a Ramadan. And
it was a naan bread. It was a naan bread in the background. Yeah. And I was like, oh, I'd fucking murder Peshwari naan right now.
Yes.
Yes. That and some cake. I say some cake. I had a few slices of cake and whatnot. And you have a little treat.
What cake?
Yeah.
You can't go just.
It was a homemade Victoria sponge.
Mate, the OG. Do you know what? If a Victoria sponge is good, you fucking, I'm sold, man.
Mate, it was ridiculous, to be honest. It was, it makes me want to quit bodybuilding.
Makes you want to be an 80-20 bodybuilder.
Yeah, it makes you want to be a Fuad.
An 80% bodybuilder.
Eat your meals and anything else on top you want.
Anything else?
Unfortunately, I've learned I can't make progress doing that, so I can't. But that and whatnot. But anyway, so obviously with the added food, I went to bed last night and it was like I was full and whatnot, and I was sweating the night. But I just woke up in the night screaming. Woke my bird up next to me, screaming with cramp. Both adductors, mate, just grabbed me, and they would not go for a good like 3 minutes. I kind of traipsed myself to the kitchen, got some water, and I found the supplement needs electrolyte powder. Just put a powder in my mouth, just going like that. Water. Then it still didn't go. So I got the salt grinder, started grinding it in my mouth and down in water. Eventually it did go, mate. I was in so much pain. I thought I'd done damage to my legs. They were just like, whatnot. Then, so that was at 2 a.m. Fell back to sleep, and obviously I get really dry mouth after like a salty meal. So I think that was what it was.
The sodium.
Too much sodium, not enough water.
I was literally about to say to you.
Yeah, 4 a.m. it happened again. Oh
shit, man. Mate, that just shows how sensitive your body is, though. Like, you're so regimented, you whack some extra sodium in there. And the thing is, like, with Indians and takeaways, like, the amount of sodium in these meals, even if you opt for, like, the cleaner option, like, you opt for the dry chicken and all that shit, it just goes to show that how much excess shit is in the food. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I just think I didn't drink enough water. I think that's what it was. But then I found out that my dad had the exact same thing, because he had the Indian with us, and he woke up in the night. He woke up in the night with cramp in both legs, and at the minute he's got a problem. So my dad, he's hurt his eardrum, and it's put his balance off, because obviously your eardrum is really important and whatnot. And so his balance is really bad at the minute. So he's got cramp in the night, both legs, like I did, got up trying to get it out, and he's fell over because he can't balance either.
Poor bastards. Fucking hell.
Talking about Indians, what is your go-to Indian? You're going to order an Indian, what do you order? Like, it's an off-plan meal.
I have, every time I have a dry tikka chicken, no sauces at all, because it fucks my gut.
Okay.
They limit the amount of oils and shit. The Indians know me, my local. Vegetable or boiled rice, and a plain naan. I'm simple.
I know. Josh, hit me up with some crazy shit right now. Come on.
Tall, dark, and handsome.
What? Fucking talking about curry. Come on.
I'll do I don't know. I usually get it ordered for me. I'll say like that one I like.
So my girlfriend's still having the cake from last night. This was the Victoria sponge, the homemade one.
Oh, bro.
It will make like buttercream, and I got her one with the icing as well, because she likes icing.
I love a bit of icing, mate. I love a bit of icing.
Pick that shit off and eat it by itself.
But I know I have the pilau rice. The pilau rice is fucking banging. Peshwari naan is a must. And then regarding like the actual meat and curry side of things, whatever. Like, as long as the rice is right and the Peshwari naan's in there, I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah, I must admit, I did have some of my dad's Peshwari as well, because I do prefer it.
It's so good. Peshwari naan is literally like crack.
No poppadoms or onion bhajis then?
Nah, man, poppadoms, they're like, it's like eating like crispy cardboard. I'm not a massive fan.
Really? What with the mango chutney?
It's like drywall, it's like just
I'm banging father there.
If I didn't care about bodybuilding, then I'd have like an onion bhaji, sagaloo, and all sorts, like keema as well.
I don't even know these things. Like, your Indians better than me. I'm like, what the fuck's he talking about?
I haven't done that in years. I haven't done that in years because of bodybuilding. I just don't see the point. I can get satisfaction out of having something decently healthy.
Yeah.
And, live to fight another day with my gut and everything like that.
Oh.
And be fine. I'm totally satisfied. So,
Joe, I find someone said to me the other day, like, I can't believe you don't have cheat meals. And I said, I've just realized, I've got to a point now where I realized that the better my digestion is, the happier I am. And that's all I give a fuck about. That's all I care about.
Your gut health is so important for your mental health.
Speaking of which,
to the brain.
Speaking of which, Digest Max, new product by Strom.
Yeah.
Is fucking ace.
Yeah, I've heard it's really good.
It is so good, mate.
I'm pretty good at the minute with my digestion. If it goes to shit, because I do use a bit of psyllium husk in the morning, in a way, in my shake, in my morning shake. And that seems to do me good. But if I ever do run into something, that's what I'll do.
Mate, I'll tell you something, all right? My digestion is okay anyway. I don't have an issue with my digestion at all. But in terms of appetite, any kind of bloat at all, I get minimal bloat. I tend to get if I eat oats. But what I found is I can switch my cream of rice in the morning to oats if I use Digest Max, and I don't suffer with my digestion whatsoever. Whereas before, if I'd have a big bowl of oats, so I'll have either 120 cream of rice or 140 oats. Okay. And this morning I had 140 oats with my Digest Max, and my stomach feels fucking incredible. I mean, I just smashed my chicken and rice down. Normally, I'd struggle to eat that meal.
Is that just your preference at the minute because you're really hungry?
Oh no, I'd run out of cream of rice. I'm waiting for more to come. But yeah, I mean, my appetite's improved since taking Digest Max. My shit is more consistent in terms of the actual consistency. Is firmer and harder. So across the board, very, very good. Very good. And I'm only using half a scoop as well. There's 40 servings of a full scoop. So you get 80 fucking servings if you can do half a scoop. Jesus Whether I'll have to taper up, I don't know. We'll see. But I was going to do a review in the next couple of days on the gram. But that is my review.
Good. We've got a product review in. Let's do a product review while we're in that.
Oh fuck.
So yeah, that is my product review.
I was going to say, what's the consistency of it like? Is it like a pack? Like, I don't know. Where's he gone?
Just like a solid shit, mate.
No, not your shit.
Right.
The fucking drink. Is it like a shaky drink, or is it like a drink? Like
so it's vanilla. It's vanilla flavor, right? Yeah, and you think, fuck me, bro. Like it's like drinking a really tasty but very light vanilla shake. So it tastes like a really good vanilla shake. Like the taste is actually really fucking good, but it's just water. There's no thickness at all. It will go gunky if you leave it, but you mix it, you drink it, sorted. And honestly, it's fucking. And do you know what as well? Digozyme. So it's got digozyme in it, all right? There's digozyme in cream of rice. Something I noticed was I ate 2 servings of cream of rice a day. I had 240 grams a day of cream of rice, all right? So that's a fair bit of digozyme. But I did notice that when I did go to the toilet, it was like quite runny. It wasn't like consistently solid. And I was putting it down to the digozyme, which makes total sense. I know a lot of people that struggle with it, a couple of my clients as well. So I thought that this would have the same effect. But this has the opposite effect. It just hardens everything up and just makes it so much better. It's beautiful. Really I love going to the toilet now.
Big stinky shits.
Love it, mate. Honestly, it's fantastic. I would 10 out of 10 recommend this. And like I said, you got 1 scoop is 12 grams. You got 40 servings at 1 scoop, and I'm doing half a scoop, and it's working absolute wonders.
Yeah. As I say, like in the morning, I just use 5 grams of psyllium husk. That seems to really do me well. But if I do run into any troubles, I would. I've got some. What's it by Species Nutrition? Fiberlized. I've got some of that. When I run out of that, I'm going to give that a go as well.
I mean, that's got 5 grams of psyllium husk in.
Yeah. What else has it got in it? What's the ingredient?
It's got 5 grams of psyllium husk, 5 grams of inulin, 200 mg of bromelain, 150 mg of digozyme, which is obviously multi-enzyme, 50 mg of bifido blend, 50 mg of lactobacillus, 50 mg of one fucking probiotic, 50 mg of another, and 25 mg of the last one.
See, I've got inulin powder as well, but it makes me shit too often, and it runny. So I think it's not. I think with a lot of ingredients, especially pre-workout stuff, but with this probably it's not a case of having it in there at a certain dose. It's the ratio, everything, synergy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's why it's such a good product, because I think it was Andy, one of my clients, did say to Rick, I struggle with digozyme. Should I use this? And he said, yes, because it's basically for that. The other ingredients help you not suffer with that single ingredient, and vice versa, you know?
I'm ordering it now.
I honestly, I'm not just saying it. I'd be honest, man. If it was shit, I'd say, but then again, there's no product by Strom that I have anything bad to say about.
No, I've always said, I've been very honest with Rich. Like, whenever there's a product I haven't liked, I don't really like the proteins. I don't know why, but
I'm not.
Consistency is just for me not on. It's because it's a casein blend, a hydrolyzed casein.
I can't use
it. But everything else, man, I love, like the Hydromax, the Support Max, obviously, and the Neuro I use every day. Just man, Strom's one of those brands, man. I'm so behind because I know the people behind them, they really know their shit. A lot of supplement companies now, they see ingredients and they just plaster them on the label. They don't understand what we were talking before, synergy. Synergy is everything with ingredients. And I only know so many companies that really get it right. So my product review, just as I'm ordering this one, I'm going to get a Hydromax as well. What Hydromax do you recommend? What flavor?
I love the cherry. The cherry is my favorite.
Cherry. I'm getting cherry.
Hydromax, another fucking incredible product. Like, this is the thing, all right? This is the thing with Strom, and it's the reason I fucking love being a part of them, is the products they bring out. You look at Support Max, obviously, on cycle support, the OG, extremely good product. But you look at Neuro, Digest Max, Hydromax, they're like revolutionary products. Literally, they're all just this new on the scene thing, and they work. Like Hydromax gets rid of lower back pumps, something that everyone in bodybuilding, in well, any sport like powerlifting, things like that, where people are required to push their weight up, lower back pain and suffering with lower back issues due to pushing weight up is such a chronic and common thing, that to have a product that alleviates that is incredible, because it's something no one ever thought would be possible.
Yeah. Well, I think we're so lucky in this country, man, with our companies we have. Not just talking about Strom. Strom is one of them, but we've said this before. We've got some select companies in this country that just legit have such good products.
Definitely, mate. I mean, I think the UK is literally one of the best countries in the world to produce like high quality ingredients across the board in different areas, you know?
Yeah.
High quality products.
Well, put it this way, it's not many.
I got that today.
That's nice. That's what I use.
Chocolate peanut butter. I got it off Dan.
Yeah, I've used that
peanut butter. I like the chocolate fudge.
I've used that before, actually. I've got a couple of product reviews. Sorry, I'm just trying to check out as I'm doing this. I went with I got the Digest Max and I got another Hydromax as well. I ran out. I haven't used it in a while, actually.
Where you get it from? Strom Direct?
Yeah, I do. I just go straight to Strom because the customer service is good.
Fuck yeah.
So I've been using the Perform Ways.
Okay,
I've pretty much gone. I've nearly gone it through every flavour now. I've been going through Yorkshire Coast supplements. They've been really good. Again, it's the customer service, them guys, really good. And because they're a smaller company, they're like a family-owned brand. And the guys, they're legit very nice guys. I would rather try and support them than a big like Dolphin Fitness or anything like that, because they really do show the care and attention. So I get like free samples. They always check that I like the products, get my opinion, whatnot. So I've been going through them, and I've pretty much gone through every flavour now. I've bought pretty much a tub of everything. And mate, every flavour, ridiculous. I have it in the morning. I have protein ice cream, which I showed Josh when he came around mine. And the consistency, the thickness, and like I have to eat it with a spoon and go like that, and it won't dribble off.
Wow.
So what's my favourite? I don't even know. So I've gone through the white chocolate raspberry is probably one of my favorites. I had the lemon cheesecake this morning for the first time. That was amazing. And they're all bloody good, but they're probably my favorite too.
What about, have they got blueberry muffin?
Yeah, I haven't yet tried that yet. I've got two servings of that, but it's not enough to make up the amount of protein I need for that meal. So in the next order, I'm going to get them to send me a sample.
Okay. And what about the donut one?
That's good.
Yeah, I've got that. That's amazing, man. As
Really?
sludge, I mean, it's good as ice cream. So if you're having it as a shake or ice cream, amazing. But as sludge,
Dan is like a hardcore bodybuilder with a bikini girl's heart.
Yes. Yes. Mate, yes. Mate, I'm in this for the long term. I am not
My fucking G.
Mate, I am in this for the long term. I am eating good food.
I love you, bro.
I'm enjoying my food, man. Yeah, the cinnamon donut as sludge, killer, man. The chocolate batter as well, ice cream or sludge, amazing. And it's like when you do it as ice cream, the flavor doesn't even die out. It doesn't even go like non-concentrated. It's like thick and it's so strong.
Joe, I think I'm gonna order some now, actually.
Yeah. One thing I can say about the Velocaway that Strom do, it does make good protein ice cream because the casein blend in it.
You know what? The Velocaway, all right? I think it's banging. Like, I love the flavors. I love the consistency of it. But it doesn't agree with my stomach.
No, that's why I can't have it either. It makes good ice cream because the casein is thicker. But apart from that, I just can't have it, man.
I'm not sure if it's the casein or if it's the Velocitol. Because, I mean, I can't imagine the concentrate fucking with my stomach, because any other concentrate I use, generally, as long as it's quality, doesn't affect my stomach.
Well, I can't really do many milk products.
Yeah, I'm the same, man.
Lactose, so I think it's that.
Yeah.
So casein is a milk derivative.
I've thought of trying it now. I've got Digestmax and seeing if there's a difference to really put it to the test, like. So I'll let you know, because I got like 3 tubs.
Yeah, give it a go. And another one. So I've been trying so many different things outdoors in this lockdown. JP Vegan Way. Yeah. Vegan Way. Yeah. So one thing we've been doing with me and Cuba has been varying my protein sources. So I'll even vary my ways across. So give my gut a bit of a break.
Yeah.
And I must admit, it's really working. So I've got the vanilla chai. Flavor wise, not all that, to be honest. But consistency for when you're dieting as sludge, volume wise is like fuck.
You know what? You say that. Sorry to interrupt you. You say that. I think any vegan way, it does the same, because I remember I tried a chocolate hazelnut flavor vegan way in a paste. Fuck me. It was about a year ago or more. And it's probably about a year and a half ago, actually. And it was fucking incredible. The consistency of it. It was like a thick mousse. He's gone.
He's gone.
Yeah.
He's gone. Yeah.
No, sorry. She's going to pick Monty up. No, I totally agree. Like, yeah, the flavor's a bit off. It's nice if you mix it with, say, like blueberries or something like that. Flavor for me as sludge, not all that. It's very much like, if I could describe a vegan way in flavor, it's very much plant-based. But I've just ordered the chocolate one and the banoffee. Cuba says both of those are much better.
Banoffee, bro.
Yeah.
Banoffee. That's sexual.
Yeah, so I've just ordered those. Apparently they're amazing, man. So I'm looking forward to that. Then my third product review, sorry, it's a long one. I try a lot of shit, is the Dial-In. I don't know if I spoke about it already.
No.
Oh, mate, I was literally about to say to you, I can't wait to try the Dial-In.
We spoke about it a little bit last week.
You will love it. That will complement your ADHD perfectly.
Yeah?
No joke. Yeah, mate.
This is the reason I thought of it, because I don't want to be smashing modafinils. Like, I've ordered some modafinil, right, to help me get shit done. But I don't want to be smashing modafinils all the time, because 1, it's not good. And 2, once I've built the tolerance up, I'm fucked.
Yeah, because then you need more.
Exactly. And I don't want to be taking shitloads of mod.
No, I'm not ever gonna. I'll probably take some modafinil, probably like 2-3 weeks out from a show. But apart from
However,
that,
I fucking love modafinil.
I've never taken it. Inform me. I only just recently like heard about it.
I tell you, I fucking love it. I'll get addicted to it. See, I'll run out and I'll be sad. Like I'll be really, really sad if I run out.
What does it do? Is it like
It's like, mate, to put it to you in simple terms for you to get understanding, it's not as extreme, but it's like, have you seen the film Limitless?
Yeah.
It's like a limitless pill, but not to that extent. It just, for me, right? So I can hyper focus on things I enjoy. Okay.
Yes.
Like, and by hyper focus, I mean I genuinely focus to an extent where nothing can take my attention away from what I'm doing. It's a really bad thing if I end up getting stuck into something like a video game or something. Okay. It's part of my ADHD. Modafinil allows me to kind of get that same level of hyper focus on anything that I set my mind to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking
my masters.
I
used it for my masters. I was in prep for my show, and I was doing my dissertation at the same time. So obviously, I probably needed a bit of help there. So I was dieting hard and trying to get a dissertation in for like a master's thesis. So I used a bit for that, and that really helped, got me through it.
Yeah. But it is one of those things that you can get withdrawals if you use it. Like if you used it a few days in a row and then you run out, if you had like 3 tabs and you run out, you'll really be fucked if you'll be like, fuck, I want it. Cause it it makes you superhuman, bro. Like this is the only way.
I would only use it now probably from 3 or 4 weeks out from a show. And I'd only use it on training days. Rest days, I wouldn't use it.
Why would you use it just out of like 3 weeks out of a show, Dan?
Focus.
Get shit done, because obviously you get the mind fog.
It picks you right up, mate.
So your
mood
shit done.
Picks your mood up.
Really?
Picks your mood up. Yeah. So any kind of caffeine you have as well, paired with it, will amplify the effects, so you get more out of your caffeine. So you haven't to be smashing loads and loads of caffeine, which is going to affect your adrenals and raise your cortisol.
What's it meant to be used for?
ADHD, I think.
I don't know if Modafinil. No, I know Adderall is, and there's a couple of others as well. But I don't think Modafinil is actually an ADHD medicine. Medication.
Is it?
No.
Not that I'm aware of. I've never heard of Modafinil being used as a prescribed ADHD medication, but I'm going to Google what it's for.
We're going to find out. We're going to find out about this. The thing is, though,
you've got a minute and a half left, by the way.
It's going to run out. We'll get rebooted in a minute. But like majority of the bodybuilding drugs, right, were used that came out for other than bodybuilding purposes. What I always think is really strange. It's not strange.
It's for treatment of narcolepsy.
What's that?
Oh, yeah.
It's basically when you fall asleep. Shift work sleep disorder and excessive daytime sleepiness.
Yeah. I've got a bit of a story about modafinil, actually. I was going to say, so I went for a chiro, a really well-known guy who had one more booking left this year. And I went to him. He's an osteo. Really well known. I'll tell you guys who it is after.
Yeah.
And he basically works on Nathan Diasha. He worked on Luke Sando when he was alive. He does celebrities. He travels all over the world, basically. I got his last appointment. It was in London. Turned up, and it was a bloody. It was a Holiday Inn. I thought, this ain't right. So it's his mate. It was his mate's Holiday Inn who rents off him to do his work. This was during lockdown. And I turned up, I thought, surely I'm not in the right place. The guy, you probably know what I'm talking about if I describe him. He's covered in tattoos, right? Covered in tattoos. He talks like a fucking gangster. He's a nice enough chap, but he talks like a gangster. And I walk in, he goes, "You're right." And he's talking pretty fast, really fast. And I just thought it's the way he talks. And we get on, I do some posing in front of him so he can see my imbalances. And he works on me for an hour. And he has an hour to do the job. It was £80 for the hour. So he's very expensive.
Yeah.
Really. And mate, he ruined me. I think I cried a few times. I'm pretty brave. I was in front of my bird as well, so trying to keep brave face. She's just looking at me like he's treating you like a piece of meat. What he was doing to me, mate, was fucking ridiculous. Like scraping my obliques and if I had a spot, mate, he wouldn't give a fuck. He'd go right over it with the scraper. Fuck it, he's just get in there. Yeah, mate, he absolutely brutalised me for an hour because obviously £80 an hour, he wants to make the most of his time.
Of course.
So no breaths. I didn't get a breath to chill out. I was just like, I wanted to come up for air, didn't get a chance. And I look over to the side and I saw a Monster Energy. He had a vape pipe, so probably some like THC or something. And funny enough, he had a pack of Modafinils. And like, there was only a couple left. So he's working on people all day, and I'm wondering why I can't understand him. He's talking so fast.
Sure, I was gonna say this. All right, if I take a modafinil, like if I get excited about something, I already like take off and just go, and it picks up. If I take a modafinil, there's fuck me. I annoy myself. I'll string 2 words, 3 words, 4 words together. It's fucking bad, bro.
Yeah, well, that's funny you say that because he was going from like one subject, like talking about your scapula and all that. So how much tren do you use? And then he goes back into the scapular issue. Then he was going off into another subject, like really spontaneous. Like he'd be talking about something, and he'd change the subject totally opposite, like really spontaneously. And he was a nice enough guy, but fuck me, I'm not going to him again.
Oh boy, before I forget, this is completely off topic now, right? Completely off topic. But I just want to say this because I've had that meal, all right? And I was going to say this like half hour ago. I finished that meal. Usually I'll finish a meal because that's like 130 grams of rice uncooked weight and 200 grams of chicken. I could eat another one of those. In terms of bloat and digestion and fullness, everything just seems to settle so much better with Digest Max. That's something I've really noticed as well. Cool. It's very quickly after my meals, I'm not feeling like, whoa. It's like everything's just really digesting perfectly.
Yeah, well, I've just ordered some. I can test them. I'll try and test them to your review next podcast. I'm going to try it when it comes, and I'll give my opinion. Because I'm so aware of everything that I do, like all my digestion. I'm so aware of my body. I know when something's not right and when something's really good. So it's gonna be interesting because I'll know the difference.
Makes me less gassy as well. I don't fart and burp as much because you just burped and I thought about it. Yeah, no, but the reason I was thinking, right, because I got my carb shake over there, this ready, and I was looking at the time and I was like, oh, should I drink it now? Usually, I'll have to have it like an hour after a meal at least. But I could, yeah, like a pre-workout.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Pre-workout carbs, EAAs, creatine, and a banana. But usually I'll wait like an hour after my last meal, you know. But I could easily have that about 15 minutes after, and it would not sit poorly in my
stomach. That be what I've noticed as well, though, with the insulin, like post-workout, after my post-workout meal, I'm using, so I've actually reduced my insulin a little bit, just down to 4 IU, just because my carbs are reduced. So I just match my insulin use to the amount of carbs I'm using. And I just noticed like half hour after my meal, I could eat again. I'm not bloated at all. And I'm having 140 grams of cream rice.
I mean, definitely, insulin, definitely, you notice that how much faster it goes, it like goes into you. To put it in simple terms, all right? To put it in simple terms. But I've used Slim for about a week and a bit now. I haven't used Growth for about 2 weeks. I ran out and I've been trying to get some more.
Yeah, I've just got some more Growth because I went a week without it as well. I was, for the longest time, I was using Ansimone, and I switched over to some SP Trophin, which was fine. But then just for the last week and a half, I got some Godtropin. I mean, I guess I don't really know the difference, but it's 240 IU, and I still mix it with 2 IU of backwater. So for every 2 IU, I'm getting like 2.4. And I do that 3 times a day. So I'm getting like an extra
3?
1.2. Yeah, I'm getting an extra 1.2 IU at every training day. I only use growth on training days as well.
Do you notice like your more fullness?
Yes.
Drastic fullness.
Yeah, well, I've noticed.
Drastic.
I've noticed because I was still using the insulin when I wasn't using the growth hormone. Yeah, you get more fullness from the insulin. And I've used growth hormone for the longest time without insulin as well, because insulin is just new to me right now. And yeah, you get fullness and that. But once you've been using both for a while, it dies off. Then put them both together, and it's like 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2, it equals 4.
They work in synergy very well together.
Definitely.
My brain's blown up.
Definitely.
1 + 1, what, 4?
Where usually when I'm using like growth hormone, it's like 1 + 1 = 2. When you're using insulin on its own, it's 1 + 1 = 2. Put them both together, 1 + 1 now equals 4. It's like the synergy just amplifies both the effects of them.
Yeah.
Just fullness wise,
Crazy, like, so the thing is, like, all this to come, so the best thing is you guys have like dabbled around with what you feels really good. I'm just gonna be like, right, Jordan's giving me the green light on growth hormone. Boys, what's the best one? What's going on? What do I got to look for?
In terms of like growth hormone and like the quality of your growth, there's definitely a big difference between like a shitty product and a high quality product, but there's also a massive difference in price as well. Like good quality growth. No, it is though. Like you get what you pay for, essentially. And if it's someone that's trustworthy, that's a start. But like the quality of the product is drastically. You notice a drastic difference. Like
really.
Yeah, definitely, man. Like I tried like an expensive. I had some Lily, some Humatrope, which is pretty expensive.
Yeah.
Tried some of that. Then I moved over to some Hydrotropin, some Black Top, and that was shit in comparison. I remember messaging Patrick and saying, "Yo, Patrick, I've switched my. The only thing I've done is switch my growth. This was like a few weeks back as well. I said I switched my growth, but I've noticed that like I don't feel as full." And I said, could it be the quality? He's like, fuck yeah, like the quality matters massively. Like with a good quality growth hormone, you get this like super fullness. It's like super compensation. You do get like it's I can't explain it. You literally get you look swole. You look swole and round.
Because you guys have both been using growth hormone for a period of time where you sort of do you know what I mean?
I'll give you an example now. I've been using growth for 2 weeks. I don't have the same pop as I had by any means at all. And over the past, I haven't been using Slin or growth. I've been missing a few meals as well because I've had a bit of shit week last week. But I've dropped like 10 pounds.
Naughty.
I've lost like 10 pounds.
Okay.
And I can see it in myself. However, the water retention that comes with it masks the improvements you're making. So now I'm like 10 pounds lighter, but I look so much better because as well, I'm a detailed bodybuilder. I look best when I'm in condition. Like I do not, my off-season physique does not replicate my stage physique by any means.
You're not a good t-shirt bodybuilder.
Fuck no, bro. Like I look like shit in the gym. Like I'm not one of those bodybuilders that's ever going to be like, oh my God, look at him. It'll be like when I strip off and hit a pose, that's when people go, fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I dropped a bit of weight due to that. And like missing a few meals here and there. I've just had a lot going on. It's my own personal shit. Like I'm not bothered about it. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Like it's not stressing me out. I'm not beating myself up over it. Some things that are out of my control and have just like put me back a little bit, but it is what it is. But like I've dropped a bit of weight. I feel better. I feel really good. And yeah, I just look better for it. I mean, I'm going to put the weight back on because I need to improve, you know what I mean? But
that week, at the end of the week where I went without growth hormone, I looked like I skipped forward 4 weeks of conditioning because I'm dieting, obviously. Really? Just where the water's come off and the lines start coming in. Mm-hmm. Then I put it back in, and my last check-in, I looked so fat.
Yeah. No, it does make a big difference, man. You do. Really? It gives you that extra fullness, but the extra fullness does come at a price which kind of it makes you look ugly. uglier than you should in terms of your physique.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I took some pictures this morning.
I saw your side tricep, and
yeah,
I like
looked,
it.
Yeah, the growth hormone's been in with that, so I think I've just tightened up with the growth hormone.
Yeah. This is another thing, though, right? Growth can make you like it can also help you hold condition better. The thing is, when you're using when you pass a certain amount of how much you're using, that's when the extra water retention comes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
But again, growth is one of those things which I think is overrated massively.
Yeah,
it's not the be all end all. It's not something that's a requirement, in my opinion. I don't think it's something that I think it's something that if you can afford to use it, then it's good if you're advanced enough and experienced enough in terms of how far you've come already with other things prior. But it's not one of those things that if you go out and get some good growth hormone and just like empty your fucking wallet, you're gonna look like a pro, because that's not how it works.
No, you won't. But by the time you have a decent amount of muscle and you know your clear path of where you want to get to in terms of if you want to be a pro bodybuilder, you would just buy it anyway. Because
definitely. But again, I do think it's one of those things that I would never go out of pocket to get it.
No, I wouldn't. To be fair,
but it's fucking expensive. It is expensive.
It is, but I really just make sure I work hard enough that I can.
No, of course. I mean, but you know, like not everyone can afford to kind of make as much money as they want. Like some people work normal 9-to-5 jobs and they're limited to the amount of income they have. They don't have the expertise, the knowledge to kind of push on and advance their life with another opening of a job that they create themselves.
Look at it this way. Increlex is out of my budget. Yeah. If I can afford it, I would use it. I can't afford it, so I'm not using it. I could afford a bit, but not enough to justify, so I don't use it.
Look, anything you can't afford consistently is out of your budget, period. You can buy a fucking Bugatti, but if you can't run the fucking thing, it's just a bag of fucking bolts on your drive. Like it's not worth the investment for a one-off.
Yeah.
You've got to be able to consistently run it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you don't go, I've got 200 quid in my back pocket, I'm going to buy some growth. It's every single month I have this amount of money as a budget towards this part of my life.
Yes.
That's where people misunderstand, man. It's like, it's like people who buy fucking Gucci shoes and shit when they can just about afford their rent. They save up for months on end to buy a fucking pair of shoes to put on fucking Instagram for some cunt to like. When they're fucking ugly anyway, let's be honest. But then they're like, they can't put food on the table for themselves and shit like that. It's just fucking stupid. Or they're paying for a car that's way out of their budget.
Yes.
Do you know what that reminds me of? The guys in this country you see in rags and just wearing normal clothes. All of a sudden they go to Dubai and you see them wearing Ralph Lauren and Gucci.
It's just look, all right. If you could afford that lifestyle and it's for you, mate, you might be able to afford that lifestyle. And it's not for you. Like if I had $1 million in the bank, like I wouldn't have a fancy car and I wouldn't have fancy clothes. I couldn't give a less fucks. I'm far from a materialistic person. But if you can't afford that lifestyle, why the fuck would you go out of your way to buy a fucking belt that costs more than every single item of clothing you have in your wardrobe? Summed up.
Yeah.
It's just retarded, man. But anyway, that's another little tangent.
That was a whole can of beans. But when someone asked me a question on my Q&A about budgeting or bodybuilding or something, but I said like the only thing I do is bodybuild. Like the only interest I have is my bodybuilding. I love it. Simply why I do it, right? So my only bills, the only other bills I have to, only other payments I have to make are my bodybuilding stuff, right? But I make my life easier for myself, right? By driving, a motor that's paid for and stuff like that. So instead of balling around in a brand new Beamer, because I know then I've got to pay £500 a month for a fucking car that I simply don't give a fuck, that drives me to the gym and back. You know what I mean?
1,000%.
Like I don't even wash my car. Like, I'm the laziest cunt going, right? And it stinks in there most of the time because I'm sweaty and smelly from training.
And don't get me wrong, like this isn't to say that people can't do that, like they can.
Oh, yeah.
But it's just, but what it is, the thing that frustrates me about it is that they put themselves in a position where they're making their life so much harder just to buy a fucking pair of shoes to impress people that they shouldn't actually give a fuck about, or they don't give a fuck about, just for some validation to make their egos feel that themselves, for an egotistical standpoint, feel a little bit better. Like, work on yourself and you won't have to do that shit. Do you know what I mean?
Well, basically, for me, like, the way I answered it was like, I pay for what I want for my goals. Do you know what I mean? What my goals are in life to achieve, and that's what I put my money towards. And like, do you know what I mean? I don't go out.
Of course, man.
And that's shit.
And that's how it should be, though. But I just look at it and I'm like,
it makes my life very easy. You know what I mean? Like, it just makes your life like, I'm going to make my life as efficient and easy as possible. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've invested. Like, people are like, oh, you need to make investments, right? And it's investments are totally dependent on your goals. My goal is to excel as a bodybuilder, right? Really excel, do as best as I can in bodybuilding, a sport that I love. So I've even made small investments. I bought a fucking air fryer. That makes my life easier being able to cook my chicken. Right? Being able to cook my meals. I can cook my shit. Yeah. Excellent. Mate, stuff like that.
I couldn't resonate enough with that. Everything I buy is somewhat in line with my goals. Exactly. So for example, I had a BMW. I cannot fit in it anymore, so I bought a truck.
Yeah.
Go.
The thing is, though, it's like, when's the last time you bought yourself a pair of pants and socks? You forget. I'm the worst for it. Buy myself a top and shit. I'm the really shit at it. I'm really bad because I'm like, I don't need that. I need this and this. And Chanel's like, you're throwing them in the bin. They've got a hole in. I can see your willy poking out. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm wearing trousers over them, so it doesn't matter. She's like, fucking hell, go to Sainsbury's. She goes to Sainsbury's, she'll buy some. And I'm like, yeah, I'll wear Sainsbury's pants. Fuck it, because like it doesn't matter for me. I don't need fucking Calvin Klein's, right? No. It's 15 quid extra gone in the fucking bin for the sake of...
Hey, I will say one thing, though. I do like a comfortable pair of underwear.
Yeah, yes. Yes.
Yeah, so this is what I was about to say. So as we say, everything we buy is in line with our bodybuilding goals. So I always buy boxers that allow me to walk without chafe. It's the best feeling. Really comfy ones. So I bought these Step 1 underwear.
I've been looking at those. I was thinking of buying a pair. I was legit gonna buy a pair like this week.
Hey, yeah. Right, product review. Fucking fire,
bro.
Mate,
did you
want some?
Have you seen the advert for that though?
No.
You haven't? Oh my God, it's the most ingenious advert I've ever seen. The reason I wanted a pair of these pants is because the advert is so ingenious that I was like, you've sold a product to me and I'm very difficult to sell to. Like, what the fuck?
What's going on? I'm gonna ask for some presents. I've been asked, what do I want? It's always pants and socks. What
Step 1, bro. Trust. If Dan's giving me positive reviews, I'm fucking buying a pair now.
Oh, they cool?
If you look at my my side tricep pose that I'm doing this morning, I was wearing them then. That and on my story, my bird took a video of me doing a rear relaxed.
Yeah, you were covering
wearing them there. But mate, no joke, they are so comfy. They have these little on the inner thigh. They have this material that's different. It's stretchy. It's all stretchy, but it's like a really thin lycra, and it's a cooling lycra. So they're really cool on your legs, and they just allow your thighs to slip past each other. No,
you don't get any chub rub.
No chafage.
No chub rub. Yeah.
Really good.
Get some chub rub.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, do they ride up? Because that's the one thing they say it doesn't do.
No ride up.
They're made of bamboo.
Yeah.
What?
They're so cooling, mate. Mate, they are so nice on your skin.
I might have to get some for Christmas because I think that's a good thing, you know? Pants and socks, when you get older, you get pants and socks. My yearly
good socks, good pants. And you don't need any more clothing because we look good naked, boys.
Exactly. Aftershave. That's the best one. Try and make it last the whole fucking year. And then, like, you've used none of it and you get through about fucking June and you're like, right, I'm just gonna put it on every day so I smell all right. But then you're that guy in the gym who smells like aftershave. And everyone's like, someone smells nice. And I think, oh no, I'm gonna smell like a horrible git. Like, everyone's gonna be scared of me. Fucking hell. Where's he gone? Is he gone to get his pants out?
I don't know, probably.
Oh God.
Wandering around his kitchen, look at him.
I'll wait for him. Jesus Christ, someone's trying to ring me. I'm in the middle of a podcast. Do you know what I mean? Who is that? Fucking cheeky bastard. It's a random number. I don't even know. Do you ever like hesitate when you look at a number and you're like, who the fuck is that? Do you think that? Or does that mean just being rude?
Anytime someone calls me, I'm like, who the fuck's calling me? Like, I haven't asked to talk to anyone.
It's a random number. I'm like, who the fuck is that? And I'm like, hello.
We were talking about supplement companies earlier. I do want to give a little shout out to Subshack.
Yes.
You know, Dan runs Subshack.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, they follow me on Instagram. They're really
Man,
nice
he's fucking sick. Like he's so good. He sent me this jumper today from the gym, Strength Shack. But he also did send me the protein and he gave me a little shaker as well. Little naughty boy shaker.
Naughty boy shaker.
That's a lovely little. That's a really nice shaker. Look at that.
Nice one. He got a good grip on that one.
Yeah, that's a really ergodynamic shaker. But yeah, man, if anyone does want supplements, they stock all the best products, all the best brands, and customer service is second to none. Like genuinely fucking sick. So yeah, I just want to give a little shout out to Dan Subshack.
Do you feel like the supplement is changing into sort of better quality, more pushing the better quality, and then you see more of that.
Certainly. Especially certain
like bulk powders, protein specials.
I think
it's
it's
not
certain
bad products, but like, do you know what I mean?
I think it's certain retailers though who take pride in what they sell and wanting to make sure that what they provide is of a standard which is high enough for them to warrant selling, not just to make money. If that makes sense.
Yeah. But like it's changing a bit.
Yeah, like Dan with Subshack, like he'll stock all the best shit, and there's nothing on the site that is shit. You know, all the product. Yeah. And if there's a product he tries and it's crap, you won't just stock it for the sake of it.
Yeah,
because there's no point. He said
quality. I really got into like buy a good whey. You can buy like a cheap whey and it's shit, and then you buy a good whey and you're like, yes, like. There is a big difference in there. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like there isn't much of a difference in price. Like, well, there is a significant difference. But when I'm talking like, when you see some of those fucking Joe Blow ways that are like made in someone's fucking shed, and it's like 20 quid for like 5 kilos, you think, what the fuck's even in that mud? You know what I mean? And then you see like a Rule 1, like a good way, or something like 45 quid for fucking. And you think, do you know what I mean? Like the quality there is mega. Look at that. The dog made the podcast. Look at him.
Monty.
It's Monty. Look, he's getting proper fussed over.
He's gorgeous, mate. He's so good.
He's a really nice dog.
I'm so gutted I can't have my dog here, man. I'm not allowed pets.
You're not allowed pets?
Nah, I'm a wait, though, till the new year. And I'm going to be like, yo, bro, like, I'm sound. I'm a really nice guy. Let me get a dog.
Yeah.
How is your dog?
But how is my dog?
How is she?
How old is she? She's 6. She'll be 7 next year.
She's what breed is she? Because she's a staff.
Yeah, she's American staff.
American staff. How is she doing? Like, because you obviously can't have her there with you.
She's fine, man. I mean, if I go to my parents' house, like she will make the biggest fuss ever, and will literally like she'll go mental, and I love it.
It breaks your heart, doesn't it, a little bit?
It does, man, because I like not just that, like I would like it here as like company as well. Like I love a dog. The presence of a dog is just you can't beat the presence of a fucking dog.
The thing is, like, she can't even hear you, but she knows.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And she just sit there, like I could be just chilling on the sofa, and she just sit there with me on her bed, relaxed, wouldn't bother do anything. If I get up and go somewhere, she just follow me because she's like, "Where's Dad going?" Fucking love him, man. I love dogs. Dogs are far better than human beings.
So you can talk to them as well. That's the best thing. Like, do you talk to your pets?
Well, mate, I talk to myself.
Well, I do a lot. I talk to myself a lot, but like have a full-on conversation about some shit. Like when I used to live with my mum's, she'd have the cat, right? Cats would be there, and I'd just be talking to it while I was cooking my salmon. And like I was doing 200 grams, and they come at 240s, don't they? Right? And the cats
40 grams.
And I was just like, you want a bit of this shit? And it just be like, obviously it's there just because he wants the food, right? But I was having a conversation with this animal, full on like, yeah, like good training session, yesterday it was good. Training like pool tomorrow, something like that to the cat. As you do, like just discussing shit. And then I'd be like, yeah, you want that shit? And bang, raw salmon. He used to fucking love me. It was wicked. You know what I mean?
Mate, pets are just amazing. Like my best mate, Alex, he's from Spain. He's building a van at the moment. He's building like a camper van from scratch. Yeah. He's almost finished it. He's nailed it. It's amazing. But he's got a dog, and it's just him and his dog. And he just like chats with his dog, and his dog just sits and listens to him. And it's amazing, man. And his dog just follows him around. Goes there. He wants to travel the world with his dog in his van. Like that's fucking sick.
Van, yeah. My brother's traveling at the minute, and he's got a van that's basically like a house, and they travel. Yeah. I mean, it's not for me, definitely not for me. But like, I see the idea of what he's doing. Fair enough to him. I mean, he escaped the lockdown. That was pretty cool. Because he was telling me that in Spain, he got stuck in Spain. They're in regional lockdowns. So just you can't leave your region. But pretty much everything else is happening. Like gyms are open. Everything was cracking on. And it was fun.
Literally, you have to. So like, for example, Alex lives in a place called Empuriabrava. Brava. And like, I'm from Roses. Roses is like, it's like a 20-minute drive, all right? But people from Roses are not allowed to go to Empuriabrava, and people from Empuriabrava are not allowed to go to Roses. But within Roses, you can do whatever the fuck you want, and everything is functioning as normal.
Yeah.
You're just locked in your own little zone.
Yeah.
It's like some fucking Hunger Games shit.
Yeah. I can't wait for this fucking lockdown to get over. Do you know what I mean? Fucking, you should have seen the traffic today. Fucking hell. Coming back from training, it was fucking rammed. It was so busy. What the fuck is going on? Remember being a fucking lockdown, and this is when I was going to tell you about the story about the cramp. So I'm coming up to the roundabout, and I'm sat in a weird position because obviously I'm driving Chanel's car, right? This fucking Peugeot, and I got like lower abdominal cramp. You had that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, and it was like twitching. My fucking abdominals were twitching, and my abdominals don't sit like in line. They sit like that. So this one's going mental, and then this one's going mental, but this one feels worse because it's nearer my bollocks. So it's all going fucking everywhere, right? And I'm like, and I'm driving, and I'm going to crash this fucking Chanel's motor. So I had to sit like this, with my shoulder blades into the thing, just peeping over the steering wheel so I could get rid of the cramp. It was fucking mental. And it was every fucker was here. So I was moaning that everyone was on the road. I was like, if it wasn't lockdown, no one would be on the road. Everyone would be fucking doing their own thing. Do you know what I mean?
Please.
Yes.
It's very mental that we just like sat here chatting shit. And there's some people are going to watch this. They're actually going to be entertained by us just genuinely. We've just sat down and had a fucking conversation. Like we've actually just conversed for about an hour and a half. Well, literally an hour and a half. No, sorry, an hour and 10.
An hour and 10.
10-minute mark is just
to be honest, like it's just a recorded chat.
I love it. I love it.
Does mine look weird? Does it look like?
Yeah, I think you need to brush, like clean your camera.
That? No, Josh, I'm not lying to you. That's actually like I've got other fingers. Look at that shit. Look, I've got a fucking look at that.
Oh, that was you. I thought it was the clen that was making my vision go weird. I thought that was the.
You thought it was what?
I thought it was the clenbuterol making my vision go weird.
The clen. I've got nothing to wipe it with. I can't wipe it with my t-shirt.
Use your beard.
Imagine that.
I dare you. I dare you to use your beard to clean.
All you're gonna get is a mouthful of thing. Like, anyway, what's up with people telling me I've got no teeth? Right? People were like, "Where's your teeth?"
You can never see your teeth, mate.
I've got the biggest gap ever.
You know what, all right, John, I'll tell you something. Did you put on your story the other day? You went like that and you showed the gap.
Yeah, you didn't know I had one.
It's the first time I've ever seen your fucking teeth, bro.
I've got the biggest gap ever. Like, every time I went to get to my dentist, right?
Like, even when you smile and laugh, you don't show you.
Yeah,
like my teeth. My teeth are always in the picture.
I didn't. Everyone's fucking saying I've got like, oh yeah. So and people were trying to take the piss out of me. They're like, got no teeth, and I was just like, I'm getting massive. Like, I don't give a fuck about my teeth. Like, and I said to someone was probably having a dig at me, and I was like, I'm fucking getting married to the woman I love. I don't give a fuck, mate. I might lose all my teeth. I don't give a shit. And I'll be swole. No one need know. No one need know I don't need teeth. I've got a massive.
Also, mate, you're getting married in like a week and 5 days.
Oh yeah, I'm getting married in 2 weeks Saturday. That's pretty mad, isn't it?
Mental, bro.
I don't know how to say it on it. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it. Right. I'm not gonna say it on it, but it's just like it's funny. Some funny shit. I'll tell you guys once we're done, but I can't tell everyone.
Okay.
I can't tell everyone. I think we'll wrap up the video here because I'm actually going to burst for a piss. Is that cool?
That's fine.
All right. Well, go on. You end it off.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna close this motherfucker down. Thank you everyone for listening to episode fuck knows what of the Master Discussion Podcast. This is Bro Chat 101 with the boys, Mr. Dan Bastic, Mr. Josh Gould, aka Ginger Josh, and myself, the majestic cunt. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope to see you sometime soon. Love you and goodbye.